University. Legends, Anil Kumble, Anju Bobby George in the house. Big round of applause. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let me first state that it's such an honor and privilege to have both of you here. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thank you so much. It's really nice to be a part of this literary fest at the Alliance University. Good morning, everyone. I've been to a couple of literary fests, but never seen such a large crowd. So, well done to all of you who are here, and really looking forward to our session.
Thank you so much for being here. Anju ma'am.
Hi, good morning everyone, and I'm extremely proud and happy to be here with you all today. And this is such a wonderful audience, I guess we are going to get here. And yes, we can start.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah. Once again, round of applause, everyone. Now, there is this scene in the movie Gladiator. Maximus, the protagonist, is about to fight a huge army, the Roman army, and he says something to his army to try and motivate them. He tells them, "What we do in life echoes in eternity." And I think, in effect, he was trying to tell his army that there are those defining moments in life that pretty much shadow everything else that we have done, which is why they're called defining moments. And so I want to start the discussion with a question on what have been those defining moments in your lives where you thought that, hey, this is pretty much going to go out there, set a certain identity for me. It pretty much is going to define everything that I've done. I know probably it's not a single moment, it's probably multiple moments. But what are those defining moments that you can look back and see and say, hey, that pretty much dictated it. Yeah, ma'am, we can start with you.
Yeah, I can start with my international journey. I was a normal student, I was a normal athlete, a national level medalist. But at the age of 18, unfortunately, I got a very bad injury on my takeoff leg. And it was very bad, and doctor said, that's the end of your career, and go back. But I was just hanging around the national camp thinking, what can I do and how can I pursue, because I was that much interested in sports. And I knew that my talent is something different. But one day, the national chief coach, the camp chief coach came and he asked me, why you're around? Doctors advise you to go back to home, then why you're still here? That moment I realized and I decided I should show him what I am and what I can. There are multiple incidents, same like just before the World Championship in Paris. Again, when I dictated with the single kidney and the other issues related, the doctors again advised me, you are here for the World Championship, but I'm so sorry to say that, again the same word, go back to your country and take rest. It's good for you, otherwise you're going to harm your body. Then I decided, I want to show the world what's my talent, and I got a bronze.
Thank you. I mean, that's truly inspirational for our young students out here. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I think there have been many defining moments. First of all, just making it to a under 15 state team for Karnataka, because when you play cricket, there are millions of people who play the sport. Then when you try and attend a selection track, you have literally so many people wanting to make it to that squad. So how do you sort of stand out? You just have to probably be destined, because there are multiple talented kids at that age group where there's not much difference when you look at talent or at that age. So how do you get into that squad? So for me, the defining moment was getting into that state squad at 15, because that meant that I have an opportunity to go and showcase and play for the state amongst other, representing millions of people who aspire to be a part of a team. And from there on, it just was performance on the field, and I was fortunate that I was able to move from 15 to 17, then 19, and of course to the state team. All of that happened in 1 year, in 1989, when I played for India under 19s and played for Karnataka, and immediately played for India in that same year. So I think the defining moment was when you get that opportunity, because for some people the opportunity comes at a very young age. The moment you sort of step in, you get that opportunity and you have to make the best use of it. For some people, you keep striving hard and you don't know when that comes to you. So when that comes to you, you need to take that. And that's something that I was lucky. Like I mentioned, it came pretty early in my career. And it went away pretty early as well. I was dropped immediately after the first tour. So in that sense, you just have to believe and have that belief that, look, I can go and make it in the big league. And the moment you start performing once, the first performance is the critical aspect. Once you know that you've been able to bowl well and pick wickets at the international level, then to repeat that becomes that much easier.
Well, Lunch University, you heard that. That's pretty much in their teens, right? Teens, early 20s, that's where opportunity strikes and they've strived. Which brings me to the next question, which is about challenges per se. Lunch University, I don't know whether you remember, I think it was probably a year apart for both of you. 2002 for you and 2003 for you. 2002, I don't know how many of you remember Anil's play in Antigua with West Indies, and he's got a fractured jaw. I don't know whether you remember the strapped up picture. You guys remember? Yeah, I do remember because I was watching. What an incredible moment. You bowled into 14 overs on the trot. You got the wicket of Brian Lara. Incredible. I mean, that was so inspirational to us. And that was in the year 2002. And for you, ma'am, 2003, you go to Paris. It's the World Championships. You realize that you have a medical condition. And there's a doctor who tells you, I think you should drop out. And then your husband says, hey, no, we go out, we just, go around the streets of Paris, we just watch the game, and then you actually go out there and win a medal. The first Indian to do that in the World Championship. Brings me to the question of challenges per se. And I think these young students out here are constantly facing challenges, and those challenges are essentially battles with their own mind. I was just wondering, how do you overcome that challenge? What did you do? What was your mental state? How did you get through that? If you could describe to us, that would be great. Anju ma'am, we can go with you first. 2003, like I said.
Yes, I guess it's the same story for all the sport people, because we are taking challenges as a challenge, and we are